Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Anderson. We're going to start talking about logarithms, but in order to do that, we actually need to talk about and review a little bit about exponents. So let's do that real quick. So if you remember, our base number is the bigger number, like the 2, and that's our exponent. So this would mean 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 more is 8. Okay, so that's how we have basic exponents. The thing that we often forget is when we have an exponent of 0, that means our answer would be 1. Whenever we have a negative exponent, we have to do the reciprocal. So then this would come down and it would be 1 over 2. If it was 2 to the negative second power, this would make it come to the denominator, and then the exponent would become positive, or 2 squared is 4, so 1 over 4. And I hope that helps bring back memories. If not, I'm sure you could find a video somewhere that helps you remember. If not, let me know and I can find something for you or go through it with you. So let's talk about logarithms. They are definitely related to exponents. In fact, if you have a number, let's say a to the b power, and it equals c, you can write that using logs. So you would have log of base a would equal, of c, which is the answer, would equal b. So your exponent is your answer. Let me use some numbers to show you what this looks like. So 2 to the third, we said was 8. We can write that as log base 2 of 8 equals the exponent, which is 3. Basically, it's a way to look at the base number and our answer and see what is that exponent. What's the missing exponent? So I'm going to give you some problems. Hopefully as we continue to do this it makes more sense. And the way you read this is log base 2 of 8. So let's do a few and then maybe it'll make more sense. So this is log base 2 of 64, which we're saying 2 to what power is 64? So what number would go there? Well, it would actually be 6, because 2 to the 6th power equals 64. And you could take your time to figure that out. You can work it out. You can say, well, 2 squared is 4, 2 to the third is 8. If I multiply by 2 again, that would be 16. If I multiply by 2 again, that would be 32. If I multiply by 2 again, that would be another exponent. There's 64. That's one way of working it out. Let's do a couple more. So log base 5 of 625. So that would be written as 5 to what power is 625? And the answer is actually 6, because 5 to the 6th power is 625. We could try log base 10 of 100, which means 10 to what power is 100? And that would be 2, because 10 squared is 100. Log base 3 of 81, and that would mean 3 to what power is 81? So we're thinking backwards. So it's actually 4. And you could work it out just like how we did with the 2. So let's bring some of those other exponent rules into this. So if I have log base 8 of 1 to the 8th, oh sorry, let me make an arrow. 8 to what power is 1 over 8? What would make 8 become the denominator? I hope you guessed a -1, right? Because that makes it become a reciprocal. So we know 8 to the -1 would become 1 over 8. So log base 8 of 1 over 8 is -1. Let's do another one with the negative exponent. I'm going to go over here. So log base 5 of 1 over 25. So this means 5 to what power is 1 over 25? So what makes it go to the denominator and become 25? So I know going to the denominator makes it negative, and I know 5 squared is 25, so that means it would be a negative and a 2. So it's -2, because 5 to the -2nd power means it's going to become the denominator, and then 5 squared, 5 to the 2nd power is 25. So that's how we get 1 over 25. So that's basically how we would do them. The one other thing I want to talk about is your calculator. It will not do these with the different base numbers. The only base numbers that a calculator will actually do, most calculators, is base 10. So for a calculator, it recognizes base 10. So if you see something like log of 1,000, and even if it's not a calculator, sometimes it'll just be written this way, log to 1,000, there's an invisible number here, and that is 10. So that is the same as log base 10 of 1,000. So we would just think, well, 10 to what power is 1,000? And that's actually 3, right? That's how we get 10 times 10 times 10. So this would become 3. So this is a basic understanding log video. The next one I'm going to go into more details with properties. So we'll see you then.